Good morning, class. Today we will be discussing about the conservation of mass. So, what is conservation of mass? The law of conservation of mass states that the total mass of the reactant equal the total mass of the product. Now, let's see this equation. Now, we have iron plus sulfur, which are the reactants. They form a new arrangement, iron sulfide, which are the product. Now we can see that in this reaction, no atoms are formed, no new atoms are destroyed. Now in chemical reactions, the elements you begin the reaction with are the ones you end the reaction with. Now looking at this equation again, we can see that we have iron plus sulfur, which is the reactant. It gives rise to a new product, which is iron sulfide. We can see that the same element we have here as the iron and sulfur is the same that we have in the product, which is iron sulfide. Just the arrangement is what makes the difference. So, for us to understand the conservation of mass better, we will be doing a simple experiment, and what we require are, we need the test tube rack, we need the test tube rack, the conical flask, also the test tube. Then we need the measuring cylinder, an electronic balance. We need also hydrochloric acid and silver nitrate. So, like I said, in order for us to understand the law of conservation better, we perform a simple experiment, and we require the measuring cylinder, a 500 ml conical flask, we have our test tube, we have the cork, our string, we have the silver nitrate and our hydrochloric acid, and also we have the electronic balance. Now the first thing to do is to tie a string to the tip of a test tube this way. Then we measure 5 ml of hydrochloric acid. Now I'm going to be measuring 5 ml of the hydrochloric acid. Okay. I transfer the hydrochloric acid into a test tube. So I place this test tube with the string back in the rack. So also I will measure 5 ml of silver nitrate. Now I'm going to transfer this silver nitrate into a 500 ml of conical flask. So the next step is I will drop down the test tube with the hydrochloric acid gently, not to allow the content to spill into the conical flask. And then I will cover with a cork. Now after that, I place it on the electronic balance. Now we have 211.1 gram for the mass. So the next thing is I will tilt the conical flask and allow the hydrochloric acid to pour into the silver nitrate. You can see there is a chemical reaction, and it is going to form it's forming a white precipitate. So we are going to leave it for a little bit for the chemical reaction to take place. So, like we said, we already measure the content without putting the hydrochloric acid in the silver nitrate, and we have 201.1 gram as the mass. Now, after adding the hydrochloric acid into the silver nitrate, we are going to measure. We can see now that it has formed a white precipitate. There's a chemical reaction and it has formed a white precipitate. Now, I'm going to measure again. So now I have 211.1 gram, which means the total mass of the reactant equal the total mass of the product. Now, since M is constant, it means therefore that the total mass of the reactant equal the total mass of the product. We can see here that no new atom is produced, neither is the atom destroyed.